students, today we'll be learning about the muscles who are present in my forearm. We all know in the forearm we have a flexor compartment and an extensor compartment. Now let's look at the muscle and how they are organized. Before going to that, for the simplicity of learning, we learn these muscles in layers, but actually there is no layering being visible. So the superficial group of these muscles who are present in my forearm, the flexor compartment. So there you can see the first one which is going radially, and that is my pronator teres muscle, and you can see it's going and it's going to meet another muscle which is coming from the lateral side, and this muscle is my brachioradialis. After this pronator teres, we can see here, this is from this common flexor origin, we can see a muscle which is going, just follow my probe, so you can see that it's going all the way towards my radial side, and this muscle is flexor carpi radialis. Why we call it flexor carpi radialis? It is a muscle of flexor compartment. It crosses the carpal bones and to be attached, to be going towards the radial side. So we call it flexor carpi radialis. Then there is another muscle. This one, we call it palmaris longus. Around 20% of the people don't have this muscle. So these muscles, pronator teres, flexor carpi radialis, palmaris longus, and flexor carpi ulnaris, they are present in the superficial most layer of my flexors of the forearm. So let's take these muscles out so we can see the muscles who are located under them. Now we have removed the superficial layer of muscles, and what we have removed pronator teres, flexor carpi radialis, palmaris longus, and flexor carpi ulnaris is still there. But now we have reached to the intermediate layer, and there you can see this muscle seems coming from my common flexor origin, and it has other attachments as well. And this is my flexor digitorum superficialis. Now I have used the term digitorum because this flexor who is superficial, and it's going to my digits where the tendons split in two and they are attached to the middle phalanx, and this muscle is flexor digitorum superficialis. Let's recap. The superficial layer was having pronator teres, flexor carpi radialis, palmaris longus, flexor carpi ulnaris. Intermediate layer was having flexor digitorum superficialis. Now the superficial layer muscle and the intermediate layer muscles has been removed, and now what you can see, another big one, that is my flexor digitorum profundus, and you can see it goes in my hand and they are attached distally to the bases of my distal phalanx. So this is my flexor digitorum profundus. Next to that, radially, we have flexor pollicis longus. So that one is coming, that flexor is for my first digit, flexor pollicis longus. Now I have removed flexor digitorum profundus, flexor pollicis longus, and I have left with my last one, this muscle which is quadrangular, and we call it pronator quadratus. So my deep group was having three muscles, pronator quadratus, flexor pollicis longus, and flexor digitorum profundus. Intermediate layer, flexor digitorum superficialis. Superficial layer, pronator teres, flexor carpi radialis, Palmaris longus, and flexor carpi ulnaris.